Part 91. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 901. The battle between the powerhouses in the Emperor realm is terrifying. Just like in front of him, he would fight at every turn, making people subconsciously feel fear and fear. The entire ruins of the gods swayed wildly. Around the Tower of Miracles, Fang Fan curled his lips in surprise as he looked at the madly fighting in the sky, the Holy Emperor Zi Ling of the Holy Heaven Alliance and Zhouji, the envoy of the Demon Heaven Pavilion. It seems to be similar to what I predicted before. The energy here has been completely exhausted. In addition to the collapse of the Miracle Tower, there are holes in the ruins of the gods, so the rules of the small world here collapse directly. In a way, this can't be called a small world. More precisely, it can only be regarded as a defective product. Before, there were restrictions on the rules of the ruins of the gods, so only practitioners under the age of 100 bones were allowed to enter, but now, there is no such restriction. The other thing is, it was previously restricted to all cultivators to only display the peak 9-star king level and below. But now, the sovereign realm can be played at will. If so, Fang Fan licked his lips. Wouldn't Galen and the others also be able to rise in a wave? Just as Fang Fan was thinking about it, the bustling place in the distance seemed extraordinarily lively. Fang Mo. It's Fang Mo. He hasn't left yet. Ha ha ha. This fool. Wasn't he scared out of his wits? Don't talk nonsense. What a speed. Speed up, don't let him run away. Catch Fang Mo alive, we'll send it. Before, because of the existence of the Tower of Miracles and the existence of Ghost Claws, we had to give in, but now, the opportunity is in front of us. Brothers, follow me. Vengeance for those who have revenge, revenge for those who have grievances. Ha ha ha. Fang Mo. I didn't expect you to have today. It's so cool. I can't help it. Brothers, come with me. Don't let Chi Mo run away. The opportunity is right in front of you, fight with me. Ow. Death is like the wind. There are countless treasures on Fang Fan. Brothers, seize the opportunity. Grab it with all your strength. We are going to fully develop. Who said no? Attack. The scene looks very shocking. Countless crowds, their purpose is very simple, that is to kill Fang Fan and win the treasure. The Holy Son of the Holy Heavenly Alliance, Shang Guantian, the demonic son of the Motion Pavilion, Sidujan, and thousands of others. They are unwilling to give up this very precious opportunity for them now. They want to take off, and they want to rise. They believe that the opportunity is in their own hands. The Tower of Miracles collapsed, the Ghost Claws disappeared, and they felt that their chance had come. Excited and excited one by one, this momentum has been interpreted to the top. The leaders are the leaders of those forces, and at this moment, they even have a 10-star king level absolute real king realm cultivation base. When entering the ruins of the gods, they may only have a 10-star king level weak real king cultivation base, or even, lower than this. But the blessings of the two waves of miracles have all been promoted by at least one level, and a few with higher talents have been directly promoted by 2 levels. The 10-star king level weak real king stage is upgraded by 2 levels to be the ultimate real king stage. In addition to these top real king realm leaders, behind them, there are even nearly 2,000 10-star king level weak real king realm strong real king realm powerhouses. Death is like the wind. Terrifying. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 902. Greed is always the original sin. Fang Fan raised his eyes and glanced at these people, the sarcasm on his face even more. I thought of extorting a wave, so I let them go, but I didn't expect them to die like this. Since they have to die, then Fang Fan can only help them. Fang Fan, there are too many of them. And the fighting power is very strong, or let's spread out and escape. I can still attract a wave of firepower for you. Yun Yun glanced at the situation in front of her, and subconsciously frowned. The situation was not as easy as expected. At least if there is a little mistake right now, it is really going to be beheaded. Fang Fan had extorted a wave of miraculous treasures and let them go, but when they caught Fang Fan, it might not be that simple. Even, they will choose to die and then live. Need not. Just watch the battle with peace of mind. Since you have to come and die, then you have to do it. Fang Fan shrugged, patted Yun Yun on the shoulder, took out a chair, and carried her onto the chair naturally. Fang Fan's action was definitely subconscious just now, he really didn't think too much about it. It's just that at this moment, Yun Yun's face is already crimson. This man. Hug her. That warm palm is so infectious. Just when Yun Yun wanted to say something, Fang Fan patted his butt and left. Golan, you 6 heroes start your first battle after you ascend to the Emperor realm. Let them see what real despair is. As for the 8 major legions, let you be promoted first. Now you are all 10-star king level strong true king level legions, you are promoted to a wave, and you will directly become 10-star king level absolute top true king level legions. Only in this way can we keep up with the pace of the times. Fang Fan smiled. Anyway, he extorted those so-called devil sons and holy sons before, and now he still holds more than 100 trillion divine crystals in his hands, which is just good enough. Choose to promote the 8 legions under his command from the real king realm to the real king realm. Ding. Consuming 112 trillion king level promotion cards, 8 10-star king level strong real king level legions were promoted to the ultimate real king level. With divine crystal, you can naturally hang everything, no negotiation. A divine crystal, a king level promotion card. All 8 legions under his command have been promoted to the real king realm, which is equivalent to more than 100 more real kings under Fang Fan. 6 1-star sovereign heroes, plus more than 100 supreme true kings. Dealing with thousands of weak average combatants, real kings, and strong real kings, isn't it just like playing? The battle has just started, and the situation is one-sided. Shang Guantian charged forward confidently, he was one of the few true kings in the crowd. At this moment, full of excitement and excitement rushed over. He looked at the delicate woman in front of him with a look of regret on her face. She was quite beautiful, but she would soon be cut in half by himself. What a pity. Just as Shang Guantian thought so, Kyle, who was holding the angel's long sword, had arrived. Clear. Rage of Justice. Kyle just released 2 skills casually, and it was the kind of group attack. Boom. Shang Guantian's body is like a kite with a broken string, madly going backwards. And those cultivators who had gathered around him were actually bombarded into powder, the dividing line. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 903. Horrible scenes, people feel frightened from the heart. Cough, cough, cough. Puff. Shang Guantian fell to the ground, and his face was disastrous. Terrible scene. Terrible all. He never thought that he would be so close to death one day. Just now, if he was a little careless, he might have really died. The cultivators who had gathered around him before had all become a pile of corpse powder at this moment. If it weren't for the cultivation of his supreme true king, perhaps he would not have been able to withstand the attack of the sword just now and would have died directly. The cultivation base of the opponent who can make the true king of the top powerless to fight back, is already obvious. Emperor Realm. That's the Emperor Realm powerhouse. Under Fang Mo, why are there strong emperors in the realm of emperors? Shang Guantian let out a Hestian roar, but no one could answer him at this moment. Because everyone is in a daze. I said it a long time ago, don't fight Fang Mo, but you just don't listen. Hee, it's all right now, all have to die. All have to die. Are you refreshed now? Are you comfortable now? Stupid. You idiots. If you want to court death, continue, we will not play in the soul-chasing pavilion. Gu Lin, the young master of the chasing soul pavilion, suddenly turned pale. This is also a chicken feather. As soon as he rushed up, he was swept away. If you don't leave now, when will you wait? Gu Lin no longer hesitated, thinking in his heart, the speed of escape became faster and faster. At this moment, how can I care about the treasures and divine veins in my mind, escape first, and then talk about other things. The dog's life can't be saved, saying that everything is in vain. The speed has soared to the peak. The demon son Situ Zhan of Motion Pavilion was stunned for a moment. Although he still wants to continue to fight a wave at this moment, but the current situation is no longer allowed. No one would have thought that Fang Fan's subordinates would actually have the power of the Emperor realm. As soon as the Emperor came out, the real king surrendered. In front of the powerful emperors, the real king is a chicken feather. What can the true king be like? As long as people are willing, it is still a slash. Withdraw. Gotta get out of here. A complete escape has begun. Between the hunter and the prey, sometimes it's really just a moment. Fang Fan squinted his eyes, and there was a glint in his eyes. Seeing the cultivators of the four major forces fleeing madly, Fang Fan's face was only indifferent. Chase 300 miles. Since you want to come over to win the treasure, you have to pay a price. Fang Fan sneered, appearing extraordinarily indifferent. It's all done. Want to escape now? How can it be so simple? The ruins of the gods, the battlefield on the other side. The battle between the Holy Emperor Xiling of the Holy Heaven Alliance and the envoys of the Demon Heaven Pavilion has entered a state of intense heat. From all perspectives, it is clear that the Holy Emperor Xiling has the absolute upper hand. According to the current situation, it may not be long before the demon messenger of the Demon Heaven Pavilion can be completely overwhelmed. Battle victory. The shield of the Emperor's aura on Joji, the god and demon messenger of Motion Pavilion, has begun to crumble. Now I can only do my best. With this kind of combat power, you dare to be the enemy of this holy emperor? It's just beyond your own power. I really don't know who gave you the guts. Death to this holy emperor. Xiling shouted angrily, killing intent in her eyes. Xiling. You are arrogant. I am the god and demon messenger of Motion Pavilion. You dare to kill me? Do you want to provoke a war between the two camps of light and darkness? Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 904. At this moment, Joji, the messenger of the Demon Heaven Pavilion, has long lost his former style, and his cowardly appearance is his last stubbornness. It can only be forcibly supported by this weak threat. But obviously, according to the current situation, it is destined to be beaten. Boring. It's as if the dark camp did not launch an attack on the light camp before. Killing you or not, what does it matter to the overall situation? You don't really feel how important your existence is, do you? Kill you, just to clear an Emperor realm combat power for the bright camp, why not do it? As Xiling spoke, her face became more and more excited. This feeling, so cool. Swoosh swish. Burning Emperor Divine Sword. Xiling opened her own killing move, and she was already motivated to kill. Now that the situation is irreconcilable, why can't we fight a complete battle? In the face of Xiling's crazy attack, Joji's face was full of bitterness. It's so hard. He thought about escaping, but in this case, whenever he showed his back, he would definitely die. At that time, it is really out of his control. Joji shook his head helplessly. Many times, this sense of sadness seemed too real. I didn't expect this woman to be so strong. There is no suspense in this battle. This kind of battle of the strong is stable, which basically shows that the bright camp has an absolute advantage in this battle. Fang Fan thought to himself. While he was thinking like this, the battle situation in the distance changed again. I saw that Joji's panic battle revealed a flaw, and he was directly cut off a small half of his body by the Holy Emperor Zi-Ling of the Holy Heaven Alliance. The wisps of the Emperor's aura flowed out madly, and he saw that this one was about to fall completely. Zi-Ling. You are so brave. Dare to hurt me, the messenger of the Devil's Pavilion. Rumbling. The sound of thunder sounded one after another, and everyone's eyes glanced at the air again. An elderly man in a red robe leaped over riding a huge lion and leopard. Thunderstorm Demon Emperor. It's actually him. Hey, the situation is not good. This Thunderstorm Demon Sovereign is a well-known master of the Demon Heaven Pavilion. Known as one of the 5 demon sovereigns of the Demon Heaven Pavilion. The 5 demon emperors of the Motion Pavilion are as famous as the 4 emperors of the Shengtian League. It stands to reason that they should be similar in combat power, but the time of the Xiling Holy Emperor's cultivation is too short, and there is a gap between these old guys. It's still obvious. Hey, how did you provoke this old monster? Could it be that he has been hiding nearby? Shameless. Despicable. So I had such a plan early in the morning. I don't know if the Emperor Xiling can stand it. There is no problem at all with the Holy Emperor Xiling fighting the weakly valued god and demon messenger of the Demon Heaven Pavilion, but now there are 2 powerful emperors in the Demon Heaven Pavilion, and on the bright camp side, the Xiling Saint is the only one. The king. The situation just got worse. Once the Emperor Xiling is defeated, the practitioners of the bright camp will be slaughtered, or else, let's go first as a respect. Evacuate. Evacuate quickly. Save your life, you can make a comeback. Leave the green hills without worrying about no firewood. There is an extra emperor in the dark camp, and the pressure of the light camp suddenly increases. The previously soaring morale was also plummeting. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 905. Even more and more deserters appeared in the bright camp. The situation took a turn for the worse. If this momentum continues, it may not be long before the entire line collapses. Crash, just in the middle of the line. The collapse of these ordinary battlefields, in fact, has little to do with the overall situation, but what is more crucial is, the pillar of the Holy Heaven Alliance, the Purple Ling Holy Emperor is falling into an absolute crisis. Thunderstorm Demon Emperor? It's actually you. It seems that you have set up an ambush right from the start. Zi-Ling watched all this with cold eyes. An ambush isn't really a thing, it's just, I made some preparations in advance. As expected, he is the first genius of the luminous galaxy in 10,000 years. The speed of this cultivation is even the envy of the Demon Emperor. Perhaps it won't be long before you can be promoted to the 3-star Emperor realm. The eyes of the red-robed old man flickered with fear. There are talented people in the country, each leading the way for hundreds of years. This is true, but a genius of this level will certainly pose a great threat to the Motion Pavilion and even the Dark Camp to some extent. Now eradication, there is still a ray of possibility, and if it is delayed, it will be a disaster. Humph. The old guy is still as much nonsense as ever. If you want to fight, you will fight. If you don't fight, you will get out. Zi-Ling snorted coldly, and then directly attacked Joji, the god and demon messenger of Motion Pavilion, who was hit hard on the other side. If you hurt 10 fingers, it is better to cut off one of them. At this time, a decision must be made early. For example, at the moment, if she were to deal with the two powerful emperors in the motion pavilion at the same time, she would definitely have no chance of winning. But if you kill one first, there may be a chance for a battle. Seeing Zi Ling's movements, the red-robed old man sneered, and then flew over. How dare you be presumptuous in front of this demon sovereign? Insanity. The red-robed old man snorted coldly and immediately attacked Zi Ling directly. Thunder and lightning flashed around, thousands of thunders galloping. The red-robed old man waved his hand indifferently, and countless thunders gathered into a group and rushed towards Zi Ling. Zi Ling didn't dare to be careless at this moment, and the whole person was in a tense state, trying her best to avoid the crazy formation of the thunder group. Boom! In the end, Zi Ling was defeated, hit by a thunderbolt, and her body backed out. Puff! A strand of bright red blood emerged from the corner of Xiling's mouth, and her body couldn't stop falling from the air. The direction of the fall was exactly where Fang Fan was. Fang Fan took a deep breath, strode forward, and caught the purple Ling Saint Emperor of the Holy Heaven Alliance from the air. Fang Fan's hands touched Zi Ling, the plump young woman in front of him, and his first reaction was numbness. Very numb. Hi, this power of lightning is actually so strong. Fang Fan frowned and took a deep breath. Fang Fan. You go. Run. Run quickly. The people of Motion Pavilion won't let you go. Cough, 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 quickly evacuate. Seeing Fang Fan, Zi Ling subconsciously breathed a sigh of relief, then her complexion changed dramatically, and she hurriedly urged Fang Fan. Help me up, I can continue to fight. Zi Ling's body trembled slightly, and her eyes gradually became firmer. I'm leaving, what do you do? It's all hurt like this. Can you stop? Stay here and recuperate. This Sovereign Realm healing card, use it first. Fang Fan glared at Zi Ling and immediately delivered a Sovereign level healing card. A King level healing card only needs 5 divine crystals, but a King level healing card requires a full 500 million divine crystals. All I can say is, it's so black. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 906. Of course, according to Fang Fan's current net worth, there is no need to worry about this divine crystal. Zi Ling is a little confused. How did this guy talk to her just now? Is that a tone of reprimand? What else do you say? He's gone, what should I do? Let me stop? You were definitely talking to this holy emperor just now. Zi Ling stared at a pair of beautiful eyes, her eyeballs were about to protrude. Even in the entire luminary galaxy, I'm afraid she wouldn't be able to find anyone who would dare to reprimand her, right? What the hell is this guy thinking? Brain what? Or deliberately die? Yeah, what's the matter? Hurry up and use the Emperor level healing card. Why so much nonsense? Fang Fan frowned, casually and impatiently stuck the Emperor level healing card on Xiling's eyebrows, and immediately used it. Zi Ling is about to explode. This guy is really afloat. Rebuking yourself, like reprimanding your subordinates? So casual? So direct? Just when Xiling wanted to show her anger, her face suddenly changed. My injury. How is this possible? What the hell is this? I was attacked by the thunderbolt of that old guy from Thunderstorm. It is impossible to recover so easily. What kind of treasure is this? Zi Ling looked like she was making a fuss, indeed, she was frightened. This feeling is so real. Before, she also heard that Fang Fan has a magical card in his hand that can instantly heal injuries. It is because of these cards that the Bright Camp can have so many practitioners stationed in the third level. Zai Ling remembered that she seemed to have rewarded Fang Fan once for this incident. But that's all there is to it. As for other ideas, I don't have any. As a strong person in the Emperor's realm, he naturally possesses the pride of a strong person in the Emperor's realm. She didn't think that kind of thing would do her much good. Of course, that's what I thought before. At this moment, Zai Ling's eyes are full of surprises and excitement. Treasure found. Zai Ling. This time you are dead. Let the Shengtian Alliance lose a genius, just as I wish. In the high sky, the thunderstorm demon Emperor of Motion Pavilion has attacked again. He felt that Xiling had already been hit by his own thunderbolt, and the battle power at this moment must have been greatly reduced. It was a good time to completely destroy Xiling. Humph. Old guy, this holy emperor is not so delicate. At this moment, Xiling didn't care about the trouble of looking for Fang Fan, so she jumped into the air and chose to fight. She is a 2-star Emperor realm, and the Thunderstorm Demon Emperor is a 3-star Emperor realm. Originally, the realm was not comparable to others, but now, there is another 2-star Emperor, Joji, who is in the Motion Pavilion to spy on the side. Although the weekly value was hit hard before, and it has not recovered yet, but after all, it is the cultivation base of the 2-star Emperor Master Realm. Even if you can't attack with all your strength, and harass a wave from time to time, it's not a big problem. Zai Ling's situation is very dangerous. A little carelessness can lead to a total loss. Your injuries are all healed. Demon Heaven Pavilion Demon Emperor Lei Bao revealed a strange color. Zai Ling was injured by him personally, and he naturally knew how serious her injury was. And the current situation caught him off guard. Hee, it's just a little bit of fur, do you really think how powerful your attack is? As Zai Ling said proudly, she glanced at Fang Fan with a guilty conscience. Speaking of which, this wave was completely led by Fang Fan. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 907. Humph. Arrogance. If this demon sovereign can hurt you once, he can kill you 10 times. Kill. Thunderstorm Demon Sovereign roared and attacked Zai Ling with all his strength. The attack mode is similar, or use the power of thunder and lightning in the whole body to carry out a comprehensive crushing attack. The scene once seemed extraordinarily explosive. Zai Ling looked at it and couldn't hold on anymore. Fang Fan frowned and was about to send Garen and other heroes to help fight. Hee, little thief. Sure enough, it's you. I dared to threaten this envoy before. What a death. Now, you have completely fallen into my hands, and I want you to feel the extreme pain. In the distance, Zhou Xing, the envoy of the Devil's Pavilion, who had a small half of his body cut off, rushed over with an excited look on his face. His goal is naturally Fang Fan. In the battlefield of gods and demons before, Fang Fan carried out a wave of crazy blackmail. At that time, 10 trillion divine crystals were also extorted. It is precisely because of those 10 trillion divine crystals that Fang Fan has enough funds to purchase a king-level promotion card, and his legion will be promoted in an all-round way. Otherwise, it will not be so smooth when entering the ruins of the gods. Speaking of which, this is still his wealth-scattering boy, so he should be grateful. Swoosh swish. Just as Fang Fan was thinking about it, the messenger of this Demon Heaven Pavilion has arrived. Hey, that Fang Fan, it's cold. Hey, it's a pity. The Bright Camp is about to lose another peerless powerhouse in the future. Who said no? The Bright Camp will lose in this battle. There are 2 emperors in the Dark Camp, a 2-star emperor, and a 3-star emperor, and our Bright Camp only has a 2-star emperor in the Emperor's realm, the Emperor Xiling, between the two, not one combat standard. Well, but this Fang Fan is also glorious enough to be able to let a strong person from the Emperor's realm of the Motion Pavilion personally kill. Yeah, how can ordinary people have such an honor? Magic Heaven Pavilion is invincible. The Dark Camp is invincible. Weekly value gods and demons are invincible. Our Dark Camp will eventually kill all the bastards of the Light Camp. War. 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 All slaughtered. The warriors of the Dark Camp. Strike with me. On the battlefield, it can be clearly felt that the morale of the Light Camp is low, and the Dark Camp is rising. Of course, Fang Fan has no energy to pay attention to these at this moment. He needs to get rid of this guy in front of him first. Zi Ling, who was fighting against the thunderstorm of the Demon Emperor in the Demon Heaven Pavilion in the distance, naturally also paid attention to the situation here in Fang Fan, and she couldn't help but show an anxious look on her face at this moment. Joji, if you dare to hurt Fang Fan, I will kill you. Zi Ling made a direct threat, with a fierce look in her eyes. But overall it doesn't seem to work very well. Zi Ling. How dare you be distracted by fighting against this demon emperor? Hee, it seems that the little guy's status in your heart is not low? Could it be, your little lover? Tisk tisk tisk, the skin is not bad. As long as you are willing to join my dark camp and accept the baptism of the dark gods, it's not that I can't let you and your little lover go. Demon Tianj Demon Emperor Lei Bao had a sinister look on his face, and his speech was even more blunt. Old guy. You don't have the qualifications to want this holy emperor to surrender. Zi Ling snorted coldly, and then frantically moved towards Fang Fan's location. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Xu Yu. Chapter 908. Originally, the 2-star Emperor's realm against the 3-star Emperor's realm was already in a headwind. And now I still want to take care of Fang Fan's safety, and I was immediately attacked by the Demon Emperor Thunderstorm of Motion Pavilion, who found a weakness. Zi Ling was injured again. Fang Fan raised his head and glanced at Zi Ling. Although he was moved, he disapproved of her behavior. Woman. Take care of yourself first, and then I will help you when I kill this guy. Fang Fan let out a roar, motioning Zi Ling to stop thinking about getting closer and concentrate on fighting. Zhou will kill you. You are not his opponent. Zi Ling frowned, a worried look in her eyes. Haha, a half-crippled 2-star Emperor Master Realm, dare to be presumptuous. Don't worry, when I kill him, I will help you, hold on. Fang Fan said confidently. Zi Ling took a breath and froze for a moment, so confident. That is the powerhouse of the 2-star Emperor Master Realm, even if it is a 2-star Emperor Master Realm in a state of serious injury. But listening to Fang Fan's tone, Zi Ling suddenly felt, maybe a miracle could happen? Fang Fan officially fought against Zhou, the messenger of the Demon Heaven Pavilion, a 2-star Emperor who was severely injured. Galen. Jax. Kyle. Charge. Caitlyn, snipe his deadly position. Vega, Daji, carry out a magic attack. Daji, remember not to use the exclusive skill Idle Charm for the time being. It's not worth using it on him. Fang Fan issued a series of orders. Daji's exclusive skill Idle Charm can forcibly control cultivators no higher than 3 levels of her own for 1.5 seconds. It's just that every time you cast it, there will be a 3-hour cooling period. So it can't be easily cast. 6 heroes, 6 1-star Emperor Realm combat power. All out. Boundless combat power. And their opponent is Zhou, the messenger of Motion Pavilion. If Zhou was in his prime, maybe Fang Fan would still be afraid of 3 points, after all, he was the master of the 2nd-star Emperor. It's just now, it can only be said to be a sweep. Fatal Strike. Judgment. Demachian Justice. Galen stepped forward and started the ultimate move directly. The battle scenes are particularly intense and shocking from the heart. The Emperor, this is the spirit of the Emperor, you are the Emperor's realm. Joshi was stunned for a moment, and then there was a look of fear in his eyes. He didn't expect that any cultivator who attacked him was actually the Emperor's realm. In a way, it made him feel the difference. No wonder this kid dares to be so arrogant. It turns out, there is a strong Emperor in the realm as a guard. Joshi secretly said in his heart. Little thief. When you find a guardian of the Emperor's realm, do you really feel that you have entered Mount Tai? Haha. A one-star Emperor, this envoy has never put it in his eyes. When I kill him, I'll clean up you. Joshi, with a confident look on his face, is a two-star Emperor realm. Although he has been severely damaged, the probability of killing a one-star Emperor realm is still very high. Is it? Why do you think that there is only one-star Emperor? The smile on Fang Fan's face grew more and more. Following Garen, Jax, Kyle, come one after another. Jump cut. The power of the Master. Jax directly turned on the strongest state. Clear. Rage of Justice. The angel's sword in Kyle's hand suddenly became larger and slashed directly towards Joshi. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shuyu. Chapter 909. The all-round attack of the three one-star Emperor heroes made the God and Demon Messenger of Motion Pavilion a little confused. The battle scene also deteriorated rapidly. What I expected at the beginning was obviously not like this. Although the weekly value in the serious injury state is the 2-star Emperor Master Realm, it can only deal with 1 or 2 1-star Emperor Master Realm. And these are just the beginning. Little thief. Use whatever means you have. This ambassador will definitely take over all of them. Ha ha ha. Arrogant. Despicable. Dare to compete with this envoy, I think you are dead to the extreme. When the envoy recovers, all of you will die. I will do my best to kill you. Threats are constantly heard. Of course, in Fang Fan's ears, there are some low-level threats, and there is no pressure at all. Let's see if you can survive today. Fang Fan's mouth showed a hint of sarcasm. At this moment, Vega's dark magic has arrived. Before Vega casts the dark magic, Daji casts his attack skills again, making the Joshi's injury of this Demon Heaven Pavilion God and Demon Messenger aggravated again. The final wave, Vega's dark magic. The dark magic that has been enhanced by extraordinary evil forces is destined to be, not ordinary. The black mist gradually thickened, directly covering the weekly value completely. What the hell? Joshi squinted his eyes and snorted coldly, his eyes twinkling brightly. Tips for carving insects. It's not worth mentioning. Joshi stood up proudly and didn't take it seriously. The black mist quickly covered him. Stab. Stab. After the black mist fell on Joshi, the messenger of the Demon Heaven Pavilion, the flesh and blood on his body was corroded little by little. Gradually, even the bones were corroded clean. Dark magic, so terrifying. Ah! Asshole! Asshole! Let me go! Let me go! Damn it! Damn it! Ah, don't, I don't want to die. This envoy doesn't want to die. Thunderstorm Demon Emperor. Save me. Come and save me. Joshi let out a Hestian roar, and the fear drove him crazy. The Demon Emperor Thunderstorm and the Holy Emperor Zi-Ling, who were fighting in the sky, were stunned when they saw this scene. Waste thing. To be forced to look like this by a junior. Lose my face at Motion Pavilion. The Thunderstorm Demon Emperor's face turned black, it was too embarrassing. But at this time, it's useless to say 1,000 and 10,000, you can't just watch him die, right? Boy. If you dare to kill him, this demon sovereign will surely slaughter your 9 clans. The thunderstorm demon emperor made a threatening sound, and while threatening, he also ran frantically towards Fang Fan's location. If you want to go to the rescue, have you asked this holy emperor for his opinion? Seeing the actions of the thunderstorm demon emperor, Zi Ling Zi should try her best to block it. At the same time, a pair of eyes focused on Fang Fan, and in the beautiful eyes, there was a sense of curiosity. This guy, actually can really kill Zhou? That is, 2-star sovereign realm. Even if it's just a seriously injured 2-star sovereign realm, it's not that easy to injure it. At least, not 1 or 2 1-star emperor realm powerhouses can do it. Before I just suspected that he was from Outland, the young master of the Outland family, but now, it's real. In the entire luminary galaxy, whose descendants are so extravagant. Use several powerful emperors as guards. The plump young woman Zi Ling narrowed her eyes and thought to herself. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 910. To say that there is no feeling at all, it must be false. The excitement in my heart at this moment is extraordinarily real. Once Zhou was dead, then she only needed to deal with the thunderstorm of the demon emperor of the demon heaven pavilion in front of her, and the odds of winning would increase or decrease Feng. Facing the threat of a demon emperor, Fang Fan didn't care at all. Kill. Fang Fan smiled lightly. Immediately. Boom. In the end, the whole body of this god and demon messenger from Motion Pavilion was invaded by dark magic, and finally was completely detonated. The aftermath of the explosion did not cause much movement, after all, the flesh and blood on his body had already been corroded. Just the impact it brings is terrifying. Zhou's envoy of gods and demons was killed. Hey, that's too strong. That's it, that's how he was beheaded? That's a 2-star Emperor Realm powerhouse. So scary. Unbelievable. When did such an awesome character appear in the Bright Camp? This is so, who knows? Anyway, I'm panicking. Isn't there a Thunderstorm Demon Emperor? The Thunderstorm Demon Emperor is invincible. However, it is still necessary to preserve strength. Although the Thunderstorm Demon Emperor is strong, he is now entangled by the Purple Ling Saint Emperor of the Bright Camp. Let's quickly evacuate. Time is running out. Everyone, hurry up. Attack. The Bright Camp is saved. Isn't this Fang Fan Hall Master too strong? It is said that he is just a 9th rank power master. Hey. With this kind of combat power, you can completely abuse the ordinary 8th rank forces. Brothers of the Bright Camp, follow me to fight. Battle, fight. The battle is like a rainbow. The cultivators of the Bright Camp who had been demoralized in the past also gathered together at this moment, and they felt some comfort in their hearts more or less. And the cultivators of the Dark Camp, whose morale was high in the past, suffered such a blow at this moment, and could not help but start to retreat. All in all, the death of Zhou, the god and demon messenger of Motion Pavilion, is definitely a turning point in this battle. In the distance, Qin Hai, the inspector of the Golden Throne of the Holy Heaven Alliance who was in the middle of a fierce battle, saw this scene and couldn't help but smashed his tongue. My brother Fangfan is so terrifying. On the other side, Zhu Rong, the demon messenger of the Demon Heaven Pavilion, who was originally mighty, could not help but break into a cold sweat at this moment. I actually provoked such a devil. Even the god and demon messenger was beheaded by him. If he took revenge, would he come over and behead me? I'm so panic, so scared. The situation has taken a turn for the worse. The fight never stops. Imperial Promotion Card. This is Resurrection Fragment card. Law Comprehension card. Teleport card. These cards are not bad, but it's a pity that he died too quickly, and the treasures in the carry-on space were buried with him. Fang Fan sighed with emotion. The portable space generally collapses on its own following the death of the cultivator. As for the many treasures inside, there is no doubt that they have become garbage in the turbulent flow of space. I have also harvested 2 resurrection fragment cards before. I don't know how much I need to harvest to actually collect a resurrection card. And, can it really revive living beings? Can people be resurrected after death? Fang Fan frowned, always feeling a little nonsense. Law Comprehension card. This is not a low-profile law comprehension card of the system, but a genuine law comprehension card. After using it, there is a 30% chance of directly comprehending the power of a whole law.